a lady comment and saying, you know what, I work at a grocery store. I'm retired, but I've picked up a job at a grocery store. She said, I think that we're going to fall into a depression and people are going to be scrounging to find any job that they can get at some point. She said, so do you know what I'm doing? I'm never late. I am game on when I get there. I do whatever I need to do. I am yes ma'am, yes sir. I am on time and I'm doing I am not slouching on the job, because if it comes down to brass tacks and they have to let people go to keep the doors open, I want to be the one that they keep. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. And again, thank you so much for all the new subscribers. We are growing by leaps and bounds, and I thank you endlessly for being here. I have something very important tonight that I want to talk to you about. I got a text yesterday. Please take it serious. What you doing, girlfriend? So do y'all remember the calf that I had last August? She'll be a year on the 27th. Yeah, there she is. We ain't a baby no more. So do you have seeds in your prep list? I said it, seeds, baby. Tomatoes, squash, pumpkin, lettuce, herbs, corn. Keep going. What do you like to eat? Because you are going to have to understand how to grow food, how to work with others on how to grow food. And I want to let you know that seeds may be one of the most important items in your entire prep list, or in your pantry, however you want to call it, okay, for barter. So yesterday morning, my phone went buzz, buzz, right? And I thought, okay, somebody's texting me, what's the deal? And I walk over, and it is my farm supply store, my number one place that I always shop with. I've been shopping with them for almost 10 years. A wonderful family, and they texted twice yesterday in the morning saying that they had spoken with their supplier, and that if you are basically giving a heads up, if you want seeds, you better be putting them away right now, because a lot of items are expected to be in short supply for next year. Or, you know, basically, what if you don't get them at all? This is not the first time that we have talked about this rodeo. I have made several videos talking about this. There's another seed company in Knoxville that was basically saying the same thing several weeks ago. This is why I have told all of you out there, and now if you're new, you may have missed it, but I have been saying for weeks and months that you need to be seed saving if you are homesteading, farming, gardening, whatever you want to call it, okay? If you got something growing, don't just put it all away and not keep something back for next year from it if you can. It is going to be incredibly critical that not only do you know how to grow food, but you better have the items to grow the food, okay? This could be something that we see as time ticks forward with all the problems that we are quickly moving into and continuing to move into. Seeds, well, I mean, it could be as important as gold or silver. So as I've said in previous videos, if you are like me right now, a lot of harvest it's harvest time. A lot of things are coming in. I still have tomatoes on the vine, even though it's kind of slowing down. I'm still having a lot of beans coming in. My corn is coming in, okra, etc., etc. And, you know, if you get in the habit like I'm in, and a lot of farmers and homesteaders, then you automatically already know that you're going to leave a certain amount to go to seed, or you're going to cover so it will dry so then you have seed, or you're going to pull those items, bring them in, and seed save from them. There is no loss when you add that addition in terms of what you're doing with your food, with your harvest. okay? Because a lot of people get really disappointed, and I do too, if you feel like you have had a major bust in your garden this year. Maybe you just got 1 or 2 of this or 1 or 2 of that. Listen, don't look at it that way. Take that as an opportunity to learn how to seed save and to seed save. If you only get 1 pumpkin, take the opportunity to take the guts out of that pumpkin, honey. Wear the guts out of that pumpkin. You save every one of those seeds and you make you 1 delicious pie. You got to enjoy that delicious pie, but you know what? You have another 50 or to 100 potential chances to grow more pumpkins next year, because 1 pumpkin, if you've ever, how many seeds can there be in the middle of 1 pumpkin? It's like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Right? So the potential is endless. But what we do understand is that we have continual supply chain issues. Guys, we have inflation out the yang, okay? I will say this in every video if given the opportunity. Do not let the drop in these gas prices fool you whatsoever. You're not out of the woods, honey. You're getting dragged deeper into the woods, okay? And you have to think of your preparedness for you, your family, and your farm. Even if you're in an apartment, you may not always be in that apartment. You never know what life is going to be like in 6 months to a year from now. And so therefore, if you have a lot of versatility in your preps, including good seeds, you're just that much more ahead in the game. Farmers are telling you, farm supply stores are telling you. Now, am I saying that there's never going to be any seeds for next year at all? No, because that's going to be the first thing somebody says to me. But you know what? The variety may not be there. If you grow Roma 2s every single year, what if you can't get Roma 2s next year? Never say never. Did you honestly think 3 years ago, right now, 2019, going into the late summer, early fall of 2019, did you really think that after Christmas time you would see the biggest mess we've ever seen in our lifetime? No. So this is part of your preparedness plan. Just like the 5 cans a week, okay? Just like making sure you've got extra things put away for winter, because I'm telling you right now, winter is most definitely coming. So if you have not already taken the mentality of, I have to seed save, or I have to start preparing for next spring and summer, do so now. A lot of you out there right now may have the opportunity to actually put some extra early crops in right now for fall. So here's my thing. If you've already brought in all the beans, let's talk about this. Let's say you grew Missouri Wonders, Kentucky Wonders, and honey, you've picked just about every bean out there, and you've canned them and put them in the jar. Good for you. But did you seed save? If you did not, I'd be hopping and skipping and jumping out there this week, and I would plant some more to see if you can get some to grow between now and before, well, Halloween, Thanksgiving time, depending on your zone, depending on where you are. Because I know some of you are going to say, Patera, we are 6 inches of snow by Halloween. We are not. So I hope you got your seeds. But if you have an opportunity right now to put more things in for fall, please make sure you are saving the seeds from whatever you are growing, okay? That should be part of your major preparedness plan. I suggest the book Seed to Seed. It's my favorite seed saving book. I'll put the link down below. If they have it on, I'll put it from Amazon so you can at least see it. I don't know if it's in stock or not. I knew I was going to make this video before we wrapped up this weekend because, like I said, I got the text yesterday morning. And so I wanted you all to be aware, because these people are on the front lines. And so when they come to us and they say, we're in farm supply, we're in garden supply, we're farmers, we raise cattle, we do all these things, and we have to supply these things for not only ourselves, but for a lot of different people. And we're being told now that, hey, you may not be getting them next year, or you better be looking at what you got. Then I have a responsibility when that information comes to me to pass it along to you. Now, if you're sitting there and you're like, I live in a condo, I don't have a garden, I don't, da-da-da-da. Do I think you need to go out and spend $1,000 on seeds? Well, probably not. But you know what? It wouldn't be a bad idea for you to take an opportunity, if it comes your way, to get a variety of different basic seeds. Common things that you, your family, or people you know, or people around you eat. Squash is a great one. A couple of tomato packs. You may look at also corn. A lot of people are like, hey, listen, I have the space to grow corn. You know that I grow corn. So if you were my sister that lived in a condo in the city, and suddenly I didn't have any corn seeds to grow, and an SHTF situation happened, and you came to my farm to live with me, guess what? You've got corn seeds that we can then grow. So what I'm saying is even though you may not necessarily grow it, the versatility of having it in your preps, I'm just telling you, it's just like everything else. You got to round it out. You've got to round it out. Now, something else that I want to mention to you, and I want to talk about this for a second because I want to know what you're seeing, or things that you are seeing shortages of, or things that may not be doing well in your area. I had a lady a couple of days ago email me, and she was specifically talking about the crops coming in and the shortages in Idaho. And she was stating that they are seeing a 50% decrease in the crop harvest, or the harvesting of potatoes and onions. Are you seeing that? Those are vital food items for everybody. I mean, seriously. We put onions in so many different things, and potatoes, as you know, for most of us is an important staple, easy food item. I can't imagine a world without taters, okay? That's devastating. So, are you seeing that? Are you seeing shortages of certain things in your area? Are you being told of certain shortages in your area? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to continue to say it. There is nothing better than a fresh, homegrown Yukon Gold potato. You can even leave the skin on and make fresh mashed potatoes with that light, delicious, delicate skin. But at the end of the day, having potatoes in a variety of different ways is important. If the best that you can do is go to the Aldi or wherever and buy canned potatoes, put some on the shelf. If the best that you can do, no shame in this game, is to buy some onions from the grocery store and chop them up, put them in the dehydrator. You might want to put the dehydrator outside, depending on, the smell. Some people don't like that. Or put them in the freezer. Please do so. I'm hearing potatoes and I'm hearing onions. But think about how you can put these items away more long-term for you. If you know how to can potatoes, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to be slamming some in that pressure canner. Same thing with onions. Mix them with some peppers, whatever you want to do. But I want to drop that off here and see what you're seeing, see what you are hearing, because, again, these are important food items. Now, last but not least, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, please don't take me out of context with this, because I do not want anybody to think that I am trying to keep people from participating in going out and living, that I'm trying to keep people from going out and supporting small businesses. And part of the whole idea of small business, to me, can also relate to the restaurant businesses. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be very, very honest. I live in Southeast Tennessee, and from time to time, depending on what we're doing, if we go out, run errands, or we go out with, a family or something, we will eat at restaurants. Okay, I'm not going to, I cook like crazy, but we still like to go to a restaurant every now and then. And I don't know what's happening in your neck of the woods, but most of the restaurants around here have quickly fallen off the planet. There are some specific mom and pop type single family business restaurants that are still overall doing pretty good. They're working their buns off to make sure that their business is thriving. But if you were to go to a basic kind of like chain-like restaurant, such as, say, I don't know, ironically, maybe Cracker Barrel, Cheddar's, Chili's, something like, I mean, any of those, let me tell you, you will wait 45 minutes to be seated when half the restaurant is empty. There are no servers, basically, okay? So they can't seat you that fast, or as fast as you would think that they would. So in other words, instead of being seated, say, in maybe 10, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, you've got to wait 40, 45, 50 minutes because they don't have enough servers to work the tables. Then when you have the situation where you finally get a table, a lot of the service is so bad that you wait forever to get your food. Then when you get your food, it's cold. Then when you say, my pasta is cold, they take it back. Takes another 20 minutes to bring you a fresh pasta. This happened to me and James and to Gabriel night before last. It was in Maryville, Tennessee. I'm not going to give the specific restaurant because I don't want to, I understand that we are dealing with a lot of issues, but I'm telling you right now, this is a very well-known restaurant, and years past, we've never had a problem when we have been there. Actually, it's been good in the past, so we thought we would revisit it, right? I won't go back. So I want to say this. Common sense would dictate that probably putting at a minimum, making a grilled cheese or putting in a DiGiorno is going to be cheaper, quicker, and probably tastier and certainly hotter than wasting your time going to a lot of different restaurants out there. This is what we're talking about. Where are the people? Where is the service? What is going on? We've talked about that. But I also want to say this. If you are in this type of business of retail, or if you are a server, if you work in that type of job arena, I would definitely be hustling it as best I can to really ensure that you are taking care of your customers at the table. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to continue to erode. Because why would somebody like me, well, even you too, you know this, why would you go out and eat and pay $50, $60, $70 to eat at a restaurant for you to have a 3-hour time period basically wasted on super bad food, super bad service, and then the manager only takes $5 off the tab? Doesn't even comp the entire meal that took an extra additional 20 minutes to bring to the table because the kitchen screwed it up. So you need to recognize that the general public, number one, is in a major pinch to have money. So when they do take the time, whether it be for a birthday, a special event, a date night once in a while, or whatever the normal things that people still try to do, they're not going to return to your restaurant if things are that bad. That puts pressure on workers. I get it. But understand that the people are going to stop coming. And this actually is for any business out there. If you are one of these people, I heard somebody saying that basically, if you've got a job and you still have income coming in with everything that we're seeing with the economy go south, because it is, some people may have to really fight to keep a job. I had a lady comment and saying, you know what, I work at a grocery store. I'm retired, but I've picked up a job at a grocery store. She said, I think that we're going to fall into a depression and people are going to be scrounging to find any job that they can get at some point. She said, so you know what I'm doing? I'm never late. I am game on when I get there. I do whatever I need to do. I am yes ma'am, yes sir. I am on time, and I'm doing I am not slouching on the job, because if it comes down to brass tacks and they have to let people go to keep the doors open, I want to be the one that they keep. So remember that if you're working in the restaurant business and you're working for those tips, even if the kitchen screwed up the food, we're still watching to see, is the server paying attention? Is the server even caring? Is the server trying her best to make sure that, while you wait, can I get you this? Can I top this off? None of that was in our scenario the other night. It was a bad experience all across the board. And it's very common now. I would be better off staying home. I literally mean this. We would have been better off staying home and eating granola bars. Miss Bell, did you get it? Everybody's gonna wonder what that wiki sound was. Girlfriend was scratching her nose on the trough. Hey, when you got an itch, you gotta scratch it. All right, guys, I hope you consider everything that I've said tonight. Please be seed saving. Please be putting seeds away for next year. Let me know what you're seeing in terms of shortages on specific crops and harvests that are coming in your area. I expect a lot of feedback from that. And like I said, if you're working, do the very best job you can out there. I know that this crowd is, but I have to know that I've said it. And please understand, people only have so much time, energy, and funds to spend nowadays. So if they come to your restaurant, if they come into your store, make it a really positive experience so that they will come again. Let me know what you think. Thanks for being here. It's getting dark, and we have a lot of good videos coming up for you this week. Stay very busy. We're in the eye of the storm. Don't be fooled. Stay busy. Like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you on the next video.